I remember the silence that followed my mother's words, that thick, suffocating kind that makes your heartbeat sound like thunder. She said it so casually, stirring her tea like she hadn't just spat in my face. "You'll need to pay more rent starting next month. Your brother and his family are moving in. We can't have them worrying about money right now." I stared at her. The same woman who'd watched me work double shifts to cover my bills, the same one who'd said I should learn responsibility. I was already paying for everything, the mortgage, utilities, groceries, but apparently the golden child and his freeloading wife deserved a free pass. I didn't argue. I just nodded, because I knew something she didn't. When I first started paying rent to my parents, it was supposed to be temporary, a fair contribution after I graduated. That's what she called it. I didn't mind. I believed in earning my place, proving I wasn't a burden. But over the years, that rent turned into something else, a quiet tax on my guilt. Every month I'd send the transfer and she'd text, "Got it, thanks honey." No warmth, no appreciation, just acknowledgement. Meanwhile, my brother, the golden boy, was out there wrecking cars, changing jobs like shirts, and somehow still their pride. And now he was moving in. The first night they arrived, I could hear them through the walls. His wife laughing in the kitchen, their kids running wild in the living room. The same living room I helped renovate. I was invisible again, right in the house I paid for. That night, I decided, quietly, that it was over. I didn't rage, I didn't confront, I started planning. Over the next few weeks, I pretended everything was normal. I smiled, paid my rent, helped around the house. But every night, after everyone went to bed, I packed a box. My clothes, my books, my files. I even transferred the utilities, one by one, out of my name. My mother didn't notice. She was too busy praising my brother for finding a part-time job at a car dealership. The irony was almost poetic. By the time I was ready, I'd already signed a lease on a small apartment across town. Cheap, quiet, and mine. I moved everything out on a Wednesday, when they were all at work. When my mother called that evening, her tone was sweet, fake. "Can you grab milk on your way home?" I smiled. "I don't live there anymore, Mom." Silence. Then confusion. "What do you mean you don't live here?" I let it sink in before I spoke again. "I've been paying rent for years while you let them live for free. You wanted me to pay more? Fine. Pay it yourself now. Enjoy your freeloaders." I hung up before she could answer. For the next week, she called every day, sometimes angry, sometimes begging. "You can't just leave like that. You're being dramatic. You're family." I ignored every call. Then the messages started. Photos of bills, screenshots of overdue notices, a reminder that my brother's kids missed me. I didn't respond to those either, because the truth is, I didn't owe them a thing anymore. A month later, I went back. Not inside, just to the curb. The house looked smaller somehow. The garden overgrown, the porch light flickering. Through the window, I saw my brother yelling while my mother stood by helplessly. The freeloaders had turned the house into chaos. I almost felt sorry for her. Almost. Then she spotted me through the glass. Her expression, that flash of realization, was worth every sleepless night I'd spent planning my exit. That was my revenge. Not shouting, not vengeance in fire or fury, just absence. The absence of the one person who kept that house running. The absence of the quiet reliability she mistook for weakness. Now she had her golden child, and the full cost of him. I didn't smile as I turned to leave. There was no satisfaction in watching her drown in the mess she created, just peace. The kind that comes when you finally stop trying to earn love that was never freely given. As I walked away, I thought about the years I'd spent under that roof, paying for the illusion of family, and how strange it felt to finally be free. I don't live there anymore, and for the first time in my life, I don't owe anyone anything.